welcome once again to another episode of Star Trek Online. This is hopefully going to be the last and the final part of Coliseum. If not, there will be another episode, but that's okay. Watch out! There's Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible. Okay, so we have a mark on the map for a place to go. I'm just going to bring that up. There it is right there, marooned. So a freighter heading near us. Now we got a duck. There we go. Okay, stay still and wait for the fighter to go overhead. Alright. Get past. Continue journey away from the arena. Find a place for Slamek to rest. Or Slamek. It's a very far out of the way place for him to rest, is way over here. Come on! Let's go away from the place that we were resting to this place, which is way the heck over here. And you can rest here. Okay. Now we gotta talk to him. Find a way to treat Slamek.
I tire of this life.
Forgive me, my friend, but the pain. I need to rest. Just a moment. My wounds, it is agony. I fear that the worm's venom may have infected me. The pain is excruciating. My vision is blurred and my blood burns in my veins. Okay. Find medicinal plants to treat Slamek's injuries. So, now, we're going to go around and we got to scan each of the plants. Okay. That's fine. So we need to collect some seed pods. What's this? This plant looks like it would work as an anti something or other. It should help to alleviate Slamek's fever. Okay, so we need one of that one. We need two of the other one. Okay, let's scan this plant. Okay, this plant looks like it would work as a disinfectant. Okay, so now we need one of the seed pods, one of the branch bark, and we need two herbaceous. Well, two now. We needed three before. Now we have to run around collecting plants. We got two of those. That's good. Is there any more? Let's go up in here because we're going to need to go examine this place anyway. Looks like there's some. Yep. Nailed it. This could be the bark. Or it could be the seed pod. Okay, we got the seed pods now. We don't need to be in that region anymore. Okay, I think this is something I can get. I think this is going to be the last of Yep, that's the last of the herbs. We'll make our way over to this other mark. That's going to be the bark. We only need two of those, so that's fine. This is more freaking desolate than the Nimbus 3. I mean, at least Nimbus 3 had a rather inviting town in paradise. You know, a little rough. Orion's kind of controlled things in a iron fisty kind of way, but still, this place is just a Romulan base where, yeah, sure, come on in, just sit in this cage here. We'll give you food. You just have to fight for it. Okay, so I have all of that. Now I have to treat Slamek. I'll run down here. I got this. Oh, hey, Slamek, I've got Jumbalian fudge. Jimbalian fudge. Jumbalian. We'll put that there. And we're coming back to Slamek here. First time I ever played this, I got so lost it wasn't even funny.
It is too bright
Thank you,
here.
my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I'll continue. Okay. Continuing on. Slamek still doesn't look that well. The way he's all hunched over. So on and so forth. One thing that's awesome, I can use a pistol, or in this case, rifle. Ooh. Ooh. Is that science? Is that science? I think that's science. Now that we are in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open. And as the map shows, we got a couple of dipsy doodles we got to make to here. Eventually, we have to get to this little cul-de-sac, might be a good way of saying it. Oh, to seal it. Oh, they've really changed them. They used to be a lot fuzzier. I wonder if the pet sealet that I've got has actually changed that. My other character has a sealet cup. That's probably still fuzzy. I hope things aren't too dark for everybody. I just realized it's quite. My screen is quite dark, so there's a planetoid off in the distance, obviously a moon of Nopada. Get out, away from me. That looks way more. Wondering what that was? That is a power that the Remans have. It is a ritual ability. Which is all about mental skill and being able to do some wicked juju. I use that term because of the fact that I remember when I used to play tabletop Dungeons and Dragons. It was there was one person who had a character who was named Gak, and he pretty much everything that was magic was all called juju. Okay, I have to talk to Slamek again.
I have lost everything.
The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, then we will have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship. What do you need? The temperature is dropping. If we don't find warmth, we risk hypothermia. We can't use a phaser on the rocks here to heat them. They are too porous. We will need firewood. Look to the dry plants. If we can collect tinder, kindling, and logs, we'll be able to create a fire that will last through the night. Okay. I have to be careful because every time that I move forward, Slamek does too. Every time I stop, he stops right behind me, and it's like, oh, there's something I have to do. No, it's just talk to Slamek. I believe that there's also a collection of water that we have to do. So let's take wood for the fire. See? There we go. I need to talk to you at this juncture. Things gonna pop out at me? I really don't want things to pop out at me. That would be horrible. Wait for the fire. There we go. I don't need to talk to Slamek right at this juncture, but, you know, if we do, he's there. Right along. I think this is kindling, or tinder as it's called. refueling friendship accolade. That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops any more. That cave, which you will manage to see above all those hills, while we were down at the bottom of a rather steep incline. I don't know how you would have seen it. I wouldn't have seen it. I mean, yes, I'm not the most observant individual on the face of the planet. Temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues through the other side of the mountain. When the sun rises, we should save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to climb over the mountain. Yes. Excellent. That passage saved us hours of walking. This could be a good day, Slamek. Let's go find your ship. Okay, I'm checking the time. Time is actually doing pretty good. You know what? We're going to continue on to Slamek's ship because we're not that far off. Lovely vista. I think I will take a screenshot of that. That's one thing that's nice. You can take screenshots and it will just do the characters and the scenery involved. It will leave the UI out of it. Slamek, that wasn't just a crash. How did you survive? I'm confused. How did you survive, Slamek? That's more than just a crash landing. I mean, that thing is still smoking. We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash, but in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift doobly-doo. Oh, I'm stuck on a cactus. Oh yeah, that's right, because that's where the thing is. Right, let's go. Okay, here we are. Isn't that? Oh hey, hey! Collect Iconian artifact. I totally forgot about that. It doesn't remind you about that anymore. I don't know why Slamek had this on his ship. Materials aren't of Romulan or Riemann design, but there are traces of protomatter and decalcium. And those are materials used to create the hopeless supernova. Admiral, be careful. I don't know who you can trust anymore. Okay, look for a way to contact my ship. And there's no way this vessel will ever fly again. The damage done by the... You think? The damage done by the fall through the planet's atmosphere is severe. The emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash. It's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand like the Singularity Drive and the cargo bays. Or, you know, completely wrecked, destroyed. I'm surprised the Singularity Drive didn't cause a small singularity to form on the planet. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you have the right components, you think you could construct a makeshift subspace beacon to contact your ship. You won't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know where you are, but it should do the trick. Okay. And meanwhile, my chief engineer has just sent me a communication. Okay, there's some components around here that I've got to go collect, so let's go do that. Here's the first component. Okay, I've got that. So one thing I do find interesting about Star Trek is that in every series, it seems that everybody, no matter their educational level, is able to do something with regard to a ship. They're able to fly a ship. They're able to make repairs to a ship. They're able to do some science or engineering type task on board a vessel, which is kind of cool. It means that the education system has gotten way better in the Star Trek future. And so we've already located the piece of Iconian... Oh no, we haven't located the piece of Iconian tech on Slamek's ship. Have we? Have we? Let's go back and check. I'm going to check on that. Okay, that was... Yeah, look for technology in Coliseum. I found it already. So you can be green. You can be green again. I'm going to replay that. Just so you can be green. Okay, good. There we go. I think it went green. Yes, it did. That's so silly. Okay, we're going to attach the emergency beacon to the ship's power source. And now we're going to wait for rescue outside.
Did you think you could run from me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere.
Did they tell you
Prisoner
about the Jiffy marker
1478,
on your
take
face?
your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Riemann's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim.
Technically, I should have been dead. Anyway, looks like that's the end of that mission. Three-parter. That's not
I
too bad.
apologize for Slamek's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopada system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Okay, there we go. That is the...
Starfleet Intelligence has completed its analysis of the data you recovered in the Nopada system. There is a 67.47% chance that the Iconians are using the Tal Shiar as a way to influence the Romulan Star Empire, and that their persecution of the Riemans is directly related to this. Command is considering lending assistance to Obasek and his forces, but before we come into direct conflict with the Romulans, we want to try a more discreet approach. The data indicates that Hakiv is operating out of the Brea system. Long-range sensor scans indicate that there may be a major Tal Shiar installation there. We want you to infiltrate this system, apprehend Hakiv, and destroy the Tal Shiar's base. Hakiv must not escape. He may be the only person who knows how extensive the Iconian influence in Romulan space is.
Okay, so the next mission is up. We have to go to the Brea system in the Beta Quadrant and investigate a Tal Shiar base. And we get stuff. Okay. Let's continue on. Next episode. That's it. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Star Trek Online. Twitter, WordPress, Tumblr, all those links down in the doobly-doo below. So I look forward to you joining me next episode when we will play more Star Trek Online. And we will be doing the last mission in the Romulan history. So once again, see you next time.